Hey viewers, I am back finally with another video for you guys.
Exit made this.
I know I have not been uploading consistent content in about a month or so, but I did just start a new job, so I have a later schedule now, so it's like right in the middle of the day. So I go in still in the morning, but it's like all day. So I'm not feeling the schedule at all. But my previous job, I was working like an early shift, like 7 to 3. So I was out early, back in early. So I just had to get adjusted to this new schedule that I'm on, and then get a lot of things into place, and get adjusted back to some things, some life-changing events or whatever. But I am back, and that's what counts. I am back. I have my schedule down packed, so I know how to make time and how to time for my videos and make time for certain things. So I have that down packed, at least I think, for now. So I know it's been a minute, but I just want to have a conversation with you guys, just me and you. So the topic is relationships, and I want to touch two main points. I want to touch on healthy relationships, and I want to touch on toxic relationships. I don't know which one y'all want to start with first. I'm gonna start with healthy relationships. So, of course, I have my handy dandy book, because y'all know I can ramble on. So I need to have a sequence of events, and stay focused, so I won't have this video going on like forever. First of all, I want to define a healthy relationship, which is basically what I'm going to be doing with each topic, and basically giving scenarios on each as well. A healthy relationship, I believe, is something that is helping you become better as an individual as well as a team. Because when you're in a relationship, you do become one. So it's not all about you anymore. It's about you and your partner. And if you're in a relationship, I'm assuming it's a serious relationship, because nobody got time for games. And if you're not, I don't know what you're doing. You're single. You're not in a relationship if you're playing games. But anyways, healthy relationships to me, again, is like making one another better. You're becoming one, and you're growing together. How you grow together, I believe you actually have to have the same values. You have to be on one accord, the same page. What I mean by same values, if love is important to the one, it is the most important thing to a woman in a relationship, then love should more than likely be the most important thing for a man in a relationship. Sometimes you have people with different values. Sometimes love is the most important to a woman, and respect may be the most important to a man. It all fluctuates depending on the person, and sometimes a person, depending on their values and how strong they value them. If a couple has different values, they may be able to work it out. But I believe just for a couple to be on one accord in one rhythm, they do have to have the same values. The same beliefs. It falls under the same category. However you find your solace or peace in this world, it has to be similar to your partner. Let's just say, for an example, religion. You can't be in a relationship with a person who's an atheist and a person that believes in God. Those two, they don't mix. It's like water and oil. It does not mix. I feel like that's a few things that healthy relationships include. Signs of that you're in a toxic relationship is if you guys are on two totally different pages. The woman is up here and he's down here, or the man is up here, she's down here, or they're flip-flopping. You have to be on one accord. So you're not seeing eye to eye. You may have different values. The woman may believe in being faithful. The man may believe, hey, I can have 3 girlfriends plus you, but you my main. Like, y'all know how y'all do. Like, this my main boo, but I still freak with people on the side, and woo, but I come home to you. If the woman does not approve of that, 2 different pages. 2 different pages. Y'all have different values and morals. That's another thing. Like, I feel like men who don't have morals should be with women who don't have morals. Like, it doesn't make sense for a man who doesn't have morals to be with a woman who has morals. Why doesn't it make sense? Because I'm a woman with morals, and I damn sure ain't looking twice at a guy that has no morals. Trust me. If you don't have no standards for yourself, no morals, standards, like goals set for yourself, we can't be eye to eye, because we're on 2 different levels. We're on 2 different levels in life. You may be on your level where you playing right now and you finding yourself out. I may be past that level. Or the person may be on that level and you may be ready to settle down, or whatever the case may be. Back to healthy relationships. Growing together includes compromising, being there for one another, sacrificing. All of that is what healthy relationships do without another person suffering. If I'm compromising something or settling for something or whatever the case may be, it's to help the situation. How to look for, I wouldn't even say how to look for your new boo. Men, this is for you, because I believe men are supposed to find the woman. I don't think the woman finds the man. I'm old school. I'm traditional. This is how I feel. I don't believe the woman should be chasing up behind the man. I think that's the man's job. Like, not necessarily chasing up behind the man, but I feel like it's a man's job to pursue the woman that he feels like he's sought out for. You need to pursue that woman. You need to take, the first steps to getting to know that woman. You have to do that. I don't think it's a woman's job to call on the first day and make dates and do things like that. I'm just traditional, and this is my opinion. So for the men, ways to find your woman. First of all, you are what you attract. For the most part, 90% of the time, you are who you attract. I would say 90% of the time, because there's women with standards who attract bombs too. Sometimes bombs shoot their shot too. Don't get it twisted. They will shoot their shot. They don't care if they can't get you. They will still shoot their shot. So I say 90%. Ways that a man can find his woman would be for him to first have an idea or have found himself. What I mean by that, this man has to be in a point in his life where he is on a mission. He's ready to build. He's ready to build a family, create a family. He's ready to provide. He's ready to protect. These are qualities of a man. If you are not ready to build, protect, provide, care, and cater to, and be unselfish to anyone but yourself, if you're not able to do that, you may not be ready for a relationship right now. If you are ready for that, however, maybe you are ready for a relationship. Maybe you can start to seek out a woman who's on the same level as you. Not only does a man have to have all that, actually, if a man has all of those, being able to care, provide, have honesty, build, have standards, if a man is able to do all that, he has standards and he's set goals for himself, is what I believe. He set goals for himself. So therefore, he's sought out for a woman who has set goals for herself. I mean, it's only right for him to find his equivalent. You don't want a woman that doesn't have goals for herself. She's doing what she wants. You guys are on two different levels in life. Not saying that, when I say two different levels, I'm not saying that no one is better than the other. We all are on different chapters in our lives. And everybody, even though you can be the same age as a person, you may not be on the same chapter as that person. You may be a little bit more advanced. You may be a little bit not advanced. That's okay. Because we all have different values. We've all been brought up differently. You know why? Because if everyone was raised the same and taught the same and everybody applied that, the world would all be on one accord. But because opinions, everyone is not raised the same and everyone thinks differently, everyone with their thoughts, feelings, thinking, like everyone is everywhere. And that is okay. That's fine. Because I don't know what the world would be like if everyone was on one page. It may be better, it may be peaceful, but that's just not how things are. That's just not reality. For the woman, I feel like you are ready for a relationship when you are happy with yourself. As well as a man. He does have to be happy with himself. I forgot to mention that for the man. A woman has to be happy with herself. She has to have standards. She has to have goals. Sometimes a woman should be happy with herself. She should have respect for herself. She should have morals. And she should also be unselfish as well. Now, there are a lot of other things, but these I feel are the main things that a woman should have if she is ready to be ready for a relationship. These are just some of the things. I didn't want to go too deep into this video because it will be 35 minutes long, and I don't want that because after a while you get bored. I get tired of talking, my mouth get dry. But yeah, these I feel like are the things. This is my opinion. Everyone has their own opinion. And if you want to add, please add. I didn't include everything on how I feel. I do have a couple more points to touch on. If you are in a healthy relationship and you are growing with your partner and you guys are making moves together, great. Awesome. I'm happy for you. I wish we had more healthy relationships in today's world, in today's society. We need more healthy relationships so that can be transferred down to the kids and generation. We need more healthy relationships. Healthy relationships, kids see that. If you guys have kids, people see that. Healthy relationships are very important. It keeps you sane. Toxic relationships, if you're getting like verbally abused, physically abused, whatever the case may be, if you're just not growing with this person, if you're growing and this person is staying still, or if you stand still and you know this person is growing, let them go. Don't be selfish. That is one of the characteristics of you not being ready for a relationship. If you're selfish and still thinking all about you, you are not ready. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong for you to think about yourself. Don't get it twisted, because you have to make sure you're good before you make sure anybody else is good. That's one thing I do want to point out. But in a relationship, most of the time, you become one. I feel like serious relationships, you're getting ready for marriage. In marriage, you're one. And I'm traditional, so when you're married, that's it. No divorce, no nothing. If you're in a toxic relationship and you feel like you're growing and the person that you're with is not growing, it's time for you to leave. I hope you gain the strength to leave and become what you're meant to become. I hope that you set yourself free and gain enough strength to reach your full potential, to who you were meant to be in this world. So, another thing I want to touch on is, do I have a new boo? Find out on the next Dragon Ball Z.